And we welcome you to the State Farm Arena here in Atlanta, Georgia. I am Vinny from vdubproductions, and welcome back to my NBA2K26 presentation of my 2025-2026 season playthrough. Well, you know it. Two of the best words in all sports is Game 7, as we have Game 7 between the Orlando Magic and the Atlanta Hawks. The winner of this series will play the Milwaukee Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals here. As we saw the starting lineups, we'll see Jamal Mosley's squad. He's still the head coach in this universe with Suggs, Bane, Franz, Wagner, Banchero, and Carter Jr. And for the Hawks, you have Young, Daniels, Rishaze, Johnson, and Porzingis here. As I said, there's no tomorrow for the loser of this game, as you see the Hawks will win the tip here. As we see Rishaze, he'll shoot the three. That is no good. Banchero coming down with the rebound here. This is the only Game 7 of the second round series here. One in a sweep, the other one in 5, one in 6, and this is the only one that went the distance. We expect to have a heavyweight matchup here. I mean, it was a good one last game here. See, Banchero will shoot the three. That's good. Paulo Banchero getting off to a very hot start right there. It's 3-0 Orlando. Banchero actually had 27 points in the defeat, in the Game 6 defeat. I see Trae Young being called for the illegal screen there, so that's a turnover already for the Hawks there. They had 4 turnovers in that Game 6 victory. Brian Anderson, Grant Hill, Tim Legler would be on the call right now if I had the game commentary on, but no, you get me instead. So we have 10 on the shot clock. Wagner feeding it over to Suggs, and Jalen Suggs with the slam dunk, and the lead is 5-0. Suggs averaging 15.7 points a game this series. Porzingis had 37 points in that Game 6 victory. Porzingis will put it up, and that's good, and the Hawks are on the board. Banchero crossing the half-court line right now as we're a minute and a half into the game. 5-2 Orlando on top. Banchero driving it. He's going to hit the layup up. That's good. And the lead is up to 5 again for the Magic. Look at Banchero's stats on the road during the regular season. This is shade under 24 points a game on the road during the regular season. See Porzingis with it. 10 on the shot clock. Porzingis will put the shot up. That is off the front rim. Banchero coming down with the rebound as we're 2 minutes into the game. So the Milwaukee Bucks awaiting the winner of this game. As you see Banchero once again with the slam dunk. That's 7 points for him early on. Trae Young crossing the half-court line. He struggled from the field the other day. Only 7 points in that Game 7 victory. Rishaze will miss that one off the back end. Bane coming down with the rebound. Feeding it back over to Jalen Suggs. Suggs feeds it back over to Banchero. He'll shoot the three. He'll drain the three. That's 10 points for Paulo Banchero. And it's 12-2 Orlando on top. Rishaze crossing the half-court line, feeds it over to Trae Young. 15 on the shot clock, back to Porzingis. Porzingis feeds it over to Suggs will come down with the steal. So that was heading towards, I think, Dyson Daniels. And Banchero's going to go to the line, shooting one as Jalen Johnson called for his first personal foul. That's the second team foul. Oh, no, actually, technically, first team foul because Trae Young's illegal screen was on the offensive end. As we see Paulo Banchero here, already off to a fast start here, scored 10 of the first 12 points for the Orlando Magic. Banchero will hit the first one, so he's at 11 already. As we're nearing the 3-minute mark of the first quarter, 13-2 Orlando on top. He'll sink them both. As you see Trae Young crossing the half-court line and play on. No, actually, though, we'll call timeout here for the Hawks. We're going to take one as well. 8:57 to play in the first. 14-2 Orlando on top. We're coming out of timeout here. Let's look at the field goal percentage leaders for the playoffs. Okongwu leading with 88% shooting. Porzingis at fourth with 76% shooting. That's for the game that we are watching here. No lineup changes yet for either team as we're just over 3 minutes into the first quarter. Dyson Daniels will take it. Feeds it over to Rishaze. Rishaze will lose it as Suggs will come down with the theft. Banchero has it. Banchero driving with the slam dunk. That's 14 for him already. He's averaging 23.5 during this conference semifinal series. As I said, Banchero more than halfway through his game 6 total here. Trae Young feeding it over to Porzingis. Porzingis back over to Jalen Johnson. Johnson, and he's going to put the shot up. That's no good. Banchero coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Desmond Bane. Bane trying to drive it, but he'll feed it to Suggs. Suggs will shoot the 3. That's no good. Rishaze coming down with the rebound here. He's crossing the half-court line as he feeds it over to Johnson as we're 4 minutes into the first quarter here. 16-2, the Magic on top here in this Game 7. As I said, the Orlando Bucks are awaiting the winner of this game. Rishaze, 3 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Porzingis. He'll shoot the 3. He'll drain the 3. Porzingis has all 5 points so far for the Hawks. Franz Wagner feeds it back over to Banchero. I said Banchero with 14 points already. He'll shoot the 3. That is no good. Porzingis coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Dyson Daniels. Daniels feeds it over to Young. Young will shoot the 3. He'll make it. Trae Young. His first points of the game, and it's 16-8. As I said, Young only had 7 points in Game 6 in the Game 6 victory. He did not shoot very well. Wendell Carter Jr. though gets his first points of the game. Banchero will get the assist there, and the lead is up to 10 again. We had a modest 6-0 run for the Hawks coming to an end. Right there, Young. 9 on the shot clock. Trying to get through. Being guarded by Suggs. Back over to Young. He'll shoot from inside. That's no good. Banchero coming down with the rebound. Banchero still holding on to this one right now. We have 15 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Suggs. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Porzingis coming down with the rebound. Dyson Daniels. Feeds it back over to Young. Back over to Daniels. 15 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Porzingis. 9 on the shot clock. Porzingis. He'll put the shot up. That's good. That's 7 for Porzingis. Look at the Magic shooting 7-10. The Hawks 4-9 here as we're over the halfway point of the first quarter here. 18-10. Magic on top. It is actually an 8-2 run by the Hawks. They see Bane will shoot the 3. That's off the back iron. No good. Porzingis coming down with the rebound. Young crossing the half-court line. Young. 13 on the shot clock. He'll shoot the 3. That is no good. Bane coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Paolo Banchero. Banchero feeds it over to Franz Wagner. Feeds it back over to Carter Jr. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Johnson coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Dyson Daniels. Daniels has still holding on to it right now. Under 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Daniels feeds it over to Porzingis, and Porzingis with the slam dunk. That's 9 for him. And it's 18-12. That's a 10-2 run by the Hawks right now. You see Suggs will call a timeout. We're going to take one as well. 4:42 to play in the first. The Magic leading at 18-12. We have our first lineup change here. We see Tyus Jones checking in, as well as Anthony Black, and that is it for any substitutions. That's for Orlando here, Jamal Mosley's squad. Scores 18-12 Orlando. As I said, Milwaukee is awaiting the winner of this game. If the Magic win, the Bucks will host games 1 and 2. But if the Hawks win, we'll have the Eastern Conference Finals will start here in this building here as Trae Young, or no, that's Rishaze, never mind. He's being called for his first personal foul. That's the second team foul called against the Hawks here in this first quarter here. Desmond Bane takes the inbound, 10 on the shot clock, and Dyson Daniels now called for the foul. Third team foul. Quinn Snyder's like, what are you guys doing here? Tyus Jones feeding it back over to Paolo Banchero. Banchero gonna try to Go with the alley-oop there, and that is Wendell Carter Jr. with the bucket. Carter Jr., though, only had 8.4 points in the regular season, but he's averaging 10.7 here in the postseason. That's 4 for him already in this game, though, and to lead it up to 8 again. Porzingis coming around, and that's going to be 2 free throws coming up as Carter Jr. called for the foul. Porzingis right now, 9 points in the game so far. He has 9 of the 12 for the Hawks. Trae Young is the only one that has the other 3. Porzingis, 37 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal and a block in Game 6. Big reason why we have a Game 7 here, as the first one is made. Let's look at the Hawks lineup set. As you see, Rishaw Zane Daniels going to go to the bench. Okongwu and Alexander Walker checking into the game for the Hawks. And he'll sink them both. That's 11 for Kristaps Porzingis right now here, and the lead back down to 6. Closest they have actually been since it was 16-2. An extended 12-4 run, make that 12-6. Banchero has 16 already. The lead up to 8 again. 3.5 to play here in the first quarter here. Game 7 in the Eastern Conference semifinal series. Winner go home. Trae Young for 3. That's 6 already for him. And the Hawks within set 5, I should say. An extended 15-6 run. Banchero coming around with the layup. He's going to go and shoot the foul now. Porzingis, that's his first. As Banchero will get 2 free throws. Every starter so far has had 1 foul for the... been charged with 1 foul right now for the Hawks. Look at that hustle stat. 7 fast break points, 6 points off of turnovers already. As Banchero will hit the first one. That's 17 for him already. I said Banchero is close to hitting his Game 4 total here already in the first quarter. We still got 3:07 to play. He'll sink them both. That's 18 for Banchero, and a lead up to 7 again. Young feeding it back over to Johnson. Under 3 minutes of play here in the first quarter. 24-17 Orlando on top. Porzingis will shoot the 3. That's no good. Anthony Black coming down with the rebound. Black crossing the half-court line. Feeds it back over to Banchero. Over to Tyus Jones. Back over to Anthony Black. And there is a illegal screen called against Tyus Jones. That's his first personal foul, as we're going to have some substitutions coming into the game. Mo Wagner checking into the game now for Tyus Jones. Let's see here. Who else checked into the game? Kind of hard to see who else checked into the game. And you see Porzingis coming around. He'll put the shot up. That is no good. Banchero coming down with the rebound. Franz Wagner has it. He's it back over to Banchero. Banchero with the shot up. That's not going to fall into Okongwu coming down with the rebound. Young crossing half-court line back inside. Feeds it over to Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Alexander-Walker back to Porzingis. He'll shoot the 3. He'll drain the 3. That's 14 for Kristaps Porzingis. And the Hawks are now within 4. This is the closest they have been since it was 16-2. Orlando. An 18-8 run. Cuts it from 14 to only 4 now, as we have 1:40 to play here in the first. Banchero, 4 on the shot clock. Banchero's going to drive it, and he's going to score. That's 20 already for him. He's averaging 23.5 in this series, and he's close to breaking that one. He had 27 in the Game 6 loss. Lead up to 6. Porzingis, 1:15 to play here in the first. 6-point game. Porzingis just holding on to it right now. 4 on the shot clock. Porzingis will drive it. He'll make it. That's 16 for him. Look at that, 6 of 9 shooting for Kristaps Porzingis. He has 16 of the 22 points. Trae Young accounting for the other 6. As we're under a minute to play here, we have 10 on the shot clock. Banchero feeds it over to Mo Wagner. Mo Wagner will get the layup. Look at that, the Magic shooting 65%, the Hawks at 50% here. So we got 40 seconds to play here in the first. 28-22, Magic on top. Alexander Walker will shoot the 3. That's no good. Banchero coming down with the rebound. 30 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Franz Wagner. 14 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Banchero. Banchero will put it up. That's good. That's 22 for him. 30-22. It's an 8-point lead. Once again, Franz Wagner will get the assist there. 8 on the shot clock turned off. I should say 5 seconds to play here in the first. Young feeds it over to Okongwu, and Okongu's going to go to the line, shooting 1 and 1 opportunity for him. Tyus Jones checking back in. Anthony Black going to the line. Onyeka Okongwu going to come in now as Mohamed Gee and Caleb Houston checks into the game. Okongwu will sink it. 3 points for him. And there's a big throw right there. That's going to be no good, and that will do it. We are at the end of the first quarter here. It was 116-2, but a 23-14 run, and it's only 30-25 Orlando after 1. If you like what you see, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment on this video. We'll be back to start the second quarter right after this. Ready to start the second quarter here in Atlanta. Goga Bidaze. Then you got Tyus Jones, as well as Anthony Black, and then you got the Wagner brothers out on the court to start the second quarter for Orlando. Bidaze, he'll miss that one. Now we got Okongwu, Caleb Houston, Alexander Walker, Gee, and Kennard, as Franz Wagner will be called for the foul. Caleb Houston going to take 2 shots here. So we have 11:35 to play in the second. Or say 25 seconds into the second quarter. Caleb Houston with a chance to get the Hawks to their closest deficit, actually, in this game. And he'll miss the first one, so best they could be is back to within 4, which is the closest they have been since, I said, Orlando got up to that 16-2 start. They have outscored the Magic 23-14 to end that quarter. Houston, you have a problem. Not this time. Hits the free throw, and the Hawks are within 4 again. The closest they've been actually in this game was only down by 3, and that was 5-2. You see Bidaze feeds it back over to Franz Wagner. Wagner coming around, 4 on the shot clock. He'll put the shot up. That is no good. Mohamed Gee coming down with the rebound. Luke Kennard has it as he's crossing the half-court line. Kennard feeds it back over to Caleb Houston, back to Kennard. As we're now officially 1 minute into the second quarter here. 10 on the shot clock. Mohamed Gee still holding on to this one now. Feeds it back over to Luke Kennard. Kennard back over to Houston. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Bidaze coming down with the rebound. Franz Wagner has it as he's crossing the half-court line. Feeds it back over to Tyus Jones. 14 on the shot clock. Jones. 10 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Franz Wagner. Over to Anthony Black. I don't know why they're not going for these shots here. Why they're letting these shot clock go down. You see Black will shoot the 3. No good. Okongwu coming down with the rebound. Feeding it back over to Alexander Walker. Coming around with the layup. That's good. That's his first 2 points of the game. We see the Hawks shooting 50%. The Magic 57%. And the Hawks are within 2. Anthony Black feeding it over to Mo Wagner here. 2 minutes into the second quarter. We have 10 on the shot clock now. Jones coming around. He'll shoot the three. He'll drain the three. Tyus Jones, first points of the game. That is something they needed right now, as we'll have our first timeout of the second quarter. We're going to take one as well. 9:44 to play in the second. The Magic leading at 33-28. Let's go look at the lineup set here. We see Trae Young checking back into the game for the Hawks here. Jalen Suggs will check back into the game as well for the Magic. We'll get a little bit more as we see it here. I think Rishaze checked back into the game as well, as he's going to get ready to inbound it to Kongu. 15 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Dyson Daniels. Feeds it over to Rishaze. 10 on the shot clock. Over to Trae Young. Excuse me there. Young coming around. 3 on the shot clock. Young puts it up. That is no good. Anthony Black coming down with the rebound. Black feeding it back over to Franz Wagner. Feeds it back over to Suggs. 15 on the shot clock. Suggs. Over to Mo. Mo Wagner had the screen there. Feeds it over to Mo Wagner. Gotta put it up. He will, and he will get the points there. That's 4 points for Moritz Wagner. And a lead up to 7 again. Feeds it back over to Dyson Daniels here. That's over 3 minutes into the second quarter. Rishaze had Guy over for a second, but now Trae Young will shoot the three. That's no good. Mo Wagner coming down with the rebound. 6 points for Trae Young on 2 of 6 shooting. 2 for 4 from beyond the arc. Franz Wagner still holding on to it. 10 on the shot clock. Wagner feeds it back over to Suggs. He'll shoot the three. He'll drain the three. That's 5 for Jalen Suggs, and it's an 8-0 run, and the lead is up to 10 again. Trae Young, he'll shoot the three. He'll drain the three. That's 9 for him. As we're 4 minutes into the second quarter here, 38-31, Magic on top. Game 7 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. The winner moves on to the Eastern Conference Finals against the Milwaukee Bucks. As you see, there was a miss right there by the Magic. Okongwu almost lost it for a second. He'll be able to get it, and that's good. And we have a major injury on the court right now. It looks like Franz Wagner. He's holding something right now. He doesn't look good. Okongwu got the bucket there. And he's walking off the court here. So let's see now. I think Black checks back into the game now. It's a 5-point lead for Orlando. Suggs feeding it back over to Bane. He'll shoot the three. He'll drain the three. And the lead is up to 8 again. So Franz Wagner holding on to something right now. He's out of the game. Trae Young will miss that one. Anthony Black coming down with the rebound. Back over to Jalen Suggs. Suggs coming around the bucket. That's no good. Mohamed Guy comes down with the rebound. Over to Dyson Daniels. Daniels will shoot the three. That's no good. Anthony Black coming down with the rebound here. Over 5 minutes into the second quarter. 41-33. Orlando on top, and Anthony Black's going to go to the line. No, that's Desmond Bane going to go to the line, shooting one. That's Dyson Daniels' second personal foul. The only player not scoring the starting lineup right now for the Magic is Franz Wagner, and who knows how long he's going to be out. Bane will hit the first one. Banchero checking back into the game for the Magic for Mo Wagner. And for the Hawks, it is Jalen Johnson checking back in. We'll have a timeout called after that. 6:51 to play in the second. 43-33, Orlando on top. Coming back here in Atlanta, it is a 10-point lead for the Magic, 43-33. As I said, the Milwaukee Bucks awaiting the winner of this game. If the Magic win, games 1 and 2 will be in Milwaukee, but if the Hawks win, they will host the first 2 games of the Eastern Conference Finals. As we see Zachary Rishaze taking the inbound, crossing the half-court line, feeds it back over to Jalen Johnson. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Bidazzi coming down with the rebound. 15-11, the Magic are out rebounding the Hawks right now. The Magic, actually, believe it or not, Bidaze will get his first 2 points there, and the lead is up to 12 again. The Magic actually out rebounded the Hawks 48-46 actually in game number 6. You see Johnson feeds it back over to Trae Young. Young coming around, feeds it back over to Okongwu, over to Dyson Daniels. He'll shoot the 3. That is no good. Banchero coming down with the rebound as we're now halfway through the second quarter here. It's a 12-point lead for Orlando. They have not trailed yet. They led by as many as 14, but the Hawks were only able to get it down to within 2. Suggs will shoot the 3. That is no good. Okongwu coming down with the rebound. Dyson Daniels still holding on to that one right now. Feeds it over to Okongwu. Okongwu coming down. He'll miss that one. Bidaze coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Suggs. He has it right now. Bane will shoot the 3. No good. Bidaze feeds it back over to Anthony Black. He'll shoot the 3. That is good. Anthony Black. That's his first points of the game, and the lead is up to 15. An 18-5 run in nearly 5 minutes. That was actually the lead when they got it to within 2. As you see, Rishaze coming down. That's his first 2 points of the game, and the lead down to 13. Orlando, prior to that, had their largest lead at 15 points. Banchero, he'll shoot the 3. That's good. Paolo Banchero, that's 25 for him. Really off to a great start here in this game 7. The lead is up to 16 for Orlando. Their new largest lead of the game. As we got Trae Young, 9 on the shot clock. Coming around, Trae will feed it over to Dyson Daniels, and Dyson Daniels will make the 3 there. His first 3 of the game. Lead back down to 13 as Suggs will cross the half-court line. 4 minutes to play until halftime, 51-38. Orlando on top. 10 on the shot clock, feeds it over to Bane. He shoots the 3. He'll drain the 3. That's 8 for Desmond Bane. Lead back up to 16 once again. Young feeds it back over to Jalen Johnson, 15 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Young. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Desmond Bane coming down with the rebound. Bane feeds it back over to Suggs. Suggs over to Black. 19-12, the rebounds in favor of the Orlando Magic. 10 on the shot clock, feeds it back over to Banchero. Banchero put the jumper up. That's no good. Jalen Johnson coming down with the rebound. Dyson Daniels. Coming around with it, Daniels. He's going to come around, drive it to the hoop. He'll make the bucket there. That's 5 for him. Let's look at it. Magic 20 of 34. The Hawks 15 of 33. And the lead is down to 14. As I said, the Magic led by as many as 16. That was their largest lead. Banchero will shoot the 3. He'll drain the 3. 17-point lead now for Orlando. That's 28 for Banchero. 2.5 minutes to play until halftime. 57-40. Trae Young puts a shot up. That's no good. Bidaze coming down with the rebound. Banchero crossing the half-court line. Trae Young, 9 points, 3 of 10 shooting. 3 of 6 from beyond the arc. Bidaze has the slam dunk there as you see Jalen Suggs getting called for the assist, and the lead is up to 19 for Orlando. Under 2 minutes of play until halftime. Trae Young for 3. He drains it. That's 12 for him. As we'll have a timeout called by the Magic here. 1:49 to play until halftime. The Magic leading at 59-43. We'll be back. Coming out of the timeout here, 1:49 to play until halftime. We look at Jones, Suggs, Bane. And I can't see it right now because, we get a lot of fast ones here. But Porzingis will check back into the game for the Hawks. Orlando. So Banchero, I know, stays out on the court in his position. Carter Jr. is back into the game now. Banchero coming around, and he's going to go to the line. as Porzingis called for his second foul. That is the second team foul, actually, against the Hawks here in the second quarter. Paolo Banchero. 59-43, Orlando on top. Minute 39 to play here in the second. And he'll miss the first one. .24-hour shot clock. And Banchero will hit the second one here. That's 29 for him. 60-43, the Magic on top. Feeds it back over to Rishaze. 15 on the shot clock. Johnson coming around. Feeds it back over to Dyson Daniels. 8 on the shot clock. Daniels feeds it back to Johnson over to Young. Young, 4 on the shot clock. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Desmond Bane coming down with the rebound. Crossing the half-court line, back over to Jalen Suggs. Back over to Desmond Bane. Bane feeds it back over to Jones. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Jalen Johnson with the rebound. Dyson Daniels coming around with it. Under a minute to play until halftime. We got Rishaze. Feeds it back over to Trae Young. 10 on the shot clock. Young feeds it back over to Porzingis. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Suggs coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Desmond Bane. Feeds it over to Jones. Jones coming around the layup. That's good. Tyus Jones with 5 points. Bane will get the assist there, and the lead is up to 19 again. 30 seconds to play until halftime. We got Trae Young, and Suggs will come with the steal. Suggs feeds it over, and Suggs will come around with the layup. That's 7 for him. Points in the paint, 30-16 in favor of the Magic right now, and the lead is up to 21 right now. Shot clock turned off as we're under 10 seconds to play until halftime. Young will shoot the 3. He'll drain the 3. That's 15 for him. Jones coming around, half-court shot. That is no good, and that will do it. We are at the end of the first half here. The Orlando Magic leading it by 18 at 64-46. They are 24 minutes away from heading to the Eastern Conference Finals. I am Vinny from vdubproductions. If you like what you see, hit the like button, comment on this video, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so yet. As we see the half-court shot here, $10,000. And does he make it? No. I only seen maybe like 3 or 4 times that someone has actually drilled that half-court shot. But now I'm going to send it to halftime. We'll see you guys after the half in the second half. Getting ready to start the third quarter here in Orlando. It's Atlanta, I should say. 64-46. The Magic are on top right now. They have not trailed at all. And they are led by Paolo Banchero with his 29 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists, as you saw on the thing there. As Banchero only had 27 points in all of Game 6. He has 29 as we start the second half here. Let's look at the starting lineups that are actually out on the court here. You see Suggs, Bane, Carter Jr., Black, and Banchero. Oh, no, wait a minute. Anthony Black is in the game because Franz Wagner will not return to the game. It's going to be very interesting. We're going to look at that injury report after this game is over with for the remaining 4 teams here. Porzingis. You see him holding on to it right now. 2 on the shot clock. He'll have the shot up. That is no good. Carter Jr. coming down with the rebound. Desmond Bane holding on to this one right now. Forgot Anthony Black is into the lineup now. And there's a shot. That is no good. Clarkson coming out with the rebound. Feeds it over to Porzingis, and Porzingis will get the slam dunk. That's 18 for him. So the Magic led by as many as 21 before the end of the half. 3-pointer by Trae Young to end the half, and then we have the first 2 points of the second half scored by Porzingis. 4 on the shot clock. You see Desmond Bane needs to get the shot up. He will, and that will not fall. Richazé coming down with the rebound. He's it over to Trae Young. Young coming around, drives it, and I don't know why. He should have just taken the layup there. Dyson Daniels, 10 on the shot clock. Daniels coming around. He'll put the jump shot up. That is no good. Carter Jr. coming down with the rebound. Said Anthony Black is going to get himself some extended playing time now that Franz Wagner is out. Banchero coming around, and he's going to go to the line shooting 2. Johnson's second personal foul. First team foul in the third quarter for the Hawks. As we are over 2 minutes into the game, or into the second half here, and all we have is just a Porzingis bucket. Shooting 2. Banchero will hit the first one, so that's 30 for him. So Franz Wagner will have no points in this game because I don't think he's coming back into the game. Be very interesting to see how long he's going to be out. And he'll miss the second one here. Porzingis coming down with the rebound. Richazé coming around the bucket. That's good. That's 4 for Zachary Richazé, and it's a 15-point game. Dating back to the end of the first half, it is a 7-2 run, actually, by the Atlanta Hawks, as they're within 15. Feeds it over to Carter Jr. Carter Jr. with the slam dunk. That's 6 for Wendell Carter Jr. Lead up to 17 again. Feeds it back over to Dyson Daniels, over to Richazé. 15 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Johnson. He'll shoot the 3. That's good. Jalen Johnson. His first. I believe that's his first 3 points of the game. Bane will shoot the 3. That's no good. Johnson coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Daniels. Daniels! That's 7 for him, and the lead is down to 12. That is actually a 12-3 run, extended 12-3 run right now. So 3.5 minutes into the third quarter. Bane coming around. That's going to be no good. Richazé with it now. As Desmond Bane, 8 points on 2 of 8, shooting 2 for 5 from beyond the arc. Feeds it over to Porzingis. Porzingis feeds it back over to Trae Young here. 6 on the shot clock. Young. He feeds it back over to Richazé. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Desmond Bane coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Anthony Black. Black coming around. He'll put the shot up. No, that's rejected, but he'll get the shot. Carter Jr. will control it. Suggs still has it here. 10 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Wendell Carter Jr. Carter Jr. coming around the layup. That's good. That's 8 for him. Let's see, the Magic 26 of 46. The Hawks 21 of 45 shooting. And a lead up to 14 again. So the Magic have not trailed in this game. We haven't even been tied other than 0-0. Trae Young coming around. He'll put the shot up. That's good. Trae Young, 17. You see, during the season, he averaged just over 29 points a game here at the State Farm Arena. There's a shot by Desmond Bane, no good. Trae Young coming down with the rebound. Young holding on to this one right now. 15 on the shot clock, finding Johnson. Johnson with the bucket. That's 5 for him. And the Hawks within 10 now here. Timeout, Magic. We're going to take one as well. 6:35 to play here in the third. The Magic leading it 69-59. As we look at it right now, coming out of timeout here, the Hawks are actually on a 13-5 run to start this third quarter, but it is actually a 16-5 run dating back to the end of the first half. And what was once a 21-point deficit is now down to 10 for the Hawks. I don't think the Magic are panicking just yet here as we have 10 on the shot clock. Suggs, he'll shoot the three. That is no good. Jalen Johnson coming down with the rebound, feeding it back over to Trae Young. And there's an alley-oop to Kristaps Porzingis. That's 20 for him. And the Hawks within 8 now as we're approaching the halfway point of the third quarter here. 69-61 in this Game 7 of this Eastern Conference semifinal series. As I said, the Milwaukee Bucks are awaiting the winner of this game. 10 on the shot clock. Banchero will shoot the three. He'll drain the three. That's 33 for him. And the lead up to 11 again. Feeds it back over to Kristaps Porzingis. Still holding on to that right now. Back over to Daniels, I should say. Daniels feeding it over to Trae Young. Young will shoot the three. That's no good. Carter Jr. coming down with the rebound. Feeds it over to Banchero. Banchero with the slam dunk. Make that 35 for him, and the lead is up to 13 once again. They led by as many as 21. You see 18 assists for the Orlando Magic. They had 29 in Game 6. 5 minutes to play here in the third. That is no good. Anthony Black coming down with the rebound. Back over to Paolo Banchero. Banchero feeding it over to Carter Jr. with the layup. That's good. Wendell Carter Jr. with double figures. And the lead is up to 15. Young crossing the half-court line. We're going to take a timeout as well. 4:39 to play in the third. 76-61. Hawks or Magic on top. Let's look at the lineup change right now. Tyus Jones checking in for Jalen Suggs now for the Magic and for the Hawks. Let's see. We have Nickeil Alexander-Walker going to check into the game as Dyson Daniels moves to point guard. Trae Young on the bench right now with 17 points. As we see Dyson Daniels. He has 7 points in the game. Feeds it back over to Porzingis. Driving it back over to Rishaze. 8 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Dyson Daniels. 5 on the shot clock. Daniels feeds it back over to Porzingis. He'll shoot the three. That is off the back iron. Banchero coming down with the rebound. How about Banchero having himself a heck of a game right now? You see Anthony Black coming around with the bucket. That's good. That's 5 points for Anthony Black. And the lead is now up to 17. That was a 8-0 run right there. Or 9-0 run, but that comes to an end as Porzingis with the slam dunk. And the lead down to 15 again. The Hawks were within 8. They see Banchero will shoot the three. No good. Rishaze coming down with the rebound. As we're approaching 3.5 to play here in the third, Rishaze still holding on to it. He'll lose it as Carter Jr. comes with the theft. Feeds it back over to Desmond Bane. Bane feeds it over to Black. He'll shoot the two. That's in there. Anthony Black has 7 points. 10 points off of turnovers already for the Magic. And it's a 17-point lead once again for Orlando. Alexander Walker shoots the three. No good. Tyus Jones coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Anthony Black. Under 3 to play here in the third quarter. 80-63, Orlando on top. Jones will shoot the three. That is no good. Porzingis coming down with the rebound. Feed it over to Daniels. Daniels with the bucket, and that's good. Dyson Daniels, that's 9 for him. 4-7 shooting. He is minus 17 out on the court. His whole team is down by 15 right now. Under 2.5 to play here in the third. Feeds it over to Banchero. Banchero with a bucket. That's good. That's 37 for him. Have yourself a game 7. Rishaze crossing the half-court line. Feeds it back over to Porzingis. Now Rishaze has it again. Feeds it over to Porzingis, and Porzingis with the slam dunk. That's 24 for him. (82-67) Orlando right now. Under 2 minutes to play here in the third. Desmond Bane feeds it back over to Anthony Black. Black coming around. Gonna drive it. No, fishes over to Banchero. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Dyson Daniels coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He'll get the layup. That's good. 4 points for Alexander Walker. 13-point game again. As we'll have a timeout by Orlando here. We're going to take another one as well. Minute 22 to play in the third. 82-69, Magic on top. Coming out of timeout right now. Let's see here. We got Jace Richardson entering the game now. Mo Wagner entering the game as well. And I think somebody else did. Let's see here. We have a whole slew of people coming into the game for Atlanta, or a whole slew of changes. See Mo Wagner feeding it over to Jace Richardson. Back over to the Bidaze. Bidaze with it. Still 9 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Jones. Tyus Jones holding on to it right now. 4 on the shot clock. He'll shoot the 3. That is no good. Bidaze coming down with the rebound. And he gets the second chance points. That's 6 for him. Lead up to 15. Under a minute to play here in the third. 84-69. Orlando on top here in this Game 7 winner-go-home game. Got 10 on the shot clock here. Trae Young. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Anthony Black coming down with the rebound. Anthony Black feeds it over to Jace Richardson. Richardson will put the shot up. That's good. And Jace Richardson, who seldomly plays, he'll get his first 2 points, possibly in the postseason. Alexander Walker coming around, feeds it over to Mohamed Gay, and he'll miss that one. Bidaze coming down with the rebound. Shot clock turned off. 10 seconds to play here in the third. Anthony Black feeds it back over to Bidaze, back over to Jace Richardson. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Gee coming down with the rebound, and that will do it. We are at the end of the third quarter here. 1 quarter left to play. The Magic leading at 86-69. Hit the like button, comment on this video, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well, as we're going to get started the fourth quarter right after this. Get ready to start the fourth quarter here in Atlanta. Here we start off with the State Farm assist of the game. And that might go to Franz Wagner. And that had to be sometime in the first half to Jalen Suggs. Because Wagner, not too long after that, suffered an injury. He has not come back into the game. So we got Okongwu, Gee, Trae Young, Alexander Walker, and Kennard out on the court to start the fourth quarter. There's a three-pointer right there. No good. I know Bidaze. Let's see. Mo Wagner. Okongwu will get the bucket there. I think that's 7 for him. So what was it? It is Mo Wagner, Bidaze. Who was it? I know Desmond Bane. As you see, Bidaze coming around with the slam dunk. That's in there. That's 8 for him. Bane will have the assist there, and the lead is up to 17. Alexander Walker. He'll put the shot up. He'll miss that one. He'll feed it back over to Bane here. So it is Bane, Bidaze, Suggs, Banchero, I believe, and I hate when I don't get a chance to get the full lineup set. Sorry about that, but it is Desmond Bane with the bucket. He's at 10 points right now. Lead up to 19. Alexander Walker will hit the 3 there. That's 7 for him. And the Hawks within 16 here. 10-20 to play here in the fourth. Tyus Jones out on the court. So I think that was a player that I was missing. Tyus Jones, he'll shoot from inside. That's good. Suggs will get the assist there. 7 points for Tyus Jones. And they lead by 18 here. Luke Kennard feeds it back over to Mohamed Gee. Feeds it back over to Alexander Walker. He'll shoot from inside. No good. Bedaze coming down with the rebound. Tyus Jones has it for the Orlando Magic. Jones feeds it back over to Bane. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Okongwu coming down with the rebound. Trae Young has it. Young coming around. Feeds it back over to Gee. Back over to Young. Young back over to Alexander Walker. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Mo Wagner coming down with the rebound. Jalen Suggs has it for the Orlando Magic. Suggs back over to Wagner. Over to Tyus Jones. 10 on the shot clock for the Magic. Suggs. He'll shoot from inside. That's good. That's 9 for Jalen Suggs. And the lead is up to 20. Their largest lead was 21. Young feeds it back over to Alexander Walker, over to Kennard. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Desmond Bane coming down with the rebound. Feeds it over to Tyus Jones. Jones feeds it back to Bedaze. Back over to Jones, over to Suggs. 14 on the shot clock. Bane, 10 on the shot clock. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Bedaze coming down with the rebound. Back over to Desmond Bane. Bane, he'll shoot from inside. That's good. Desmond Bane, 12 points, and the Magic lead by 22, their largest lead of the game. 8:13 to play here in the fourth. Young will miss that one. Jalen Suggs coming down with the rebound. Tyus Jones back over to Mo Wagner, back over to Desmond Bane. Bane feeds it back to Suggs. Suggs trying to drive it around. His 5 on the shot clock. He'll feed Goga Bedaze. Jones will shoot the three. That's no good. Luke Kennard with it. With the rebound. Kennard feeds it back over to Alexander. Tried to feed Alexander Walker, but that's going to be out of bounds. Substitution out on the court. Banchero entering the game again. He has 37 points. And Carter Jr. entering the game as well. For the Hawks, let's see. Are they going to wave the white flag? Not yet. They see Banchero will shoot the three. No good. Johnson coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Dyson Daniels. Porzingis. Porzingis coming around. Feeds it over. He'll put the shot up. That's good. Kristaps Porzingis has 26. He only had one game that he had sub 30 points. He's at 26 right now. Still a chance for him to reach the 30-point mark. Tyus Jones shooting a three. That's no good. Dyson Daniels coming down with the rebound. Feeding it back over to Trae Young. As that's stolen by Tyus Jones. Jones feeds it over to Carter Jr. And Carter Jr. with the slam dunk. That's 12 for Wendell Carter Jr. As Carter Jr. actually had 20 points in that Game 6 defeat. The lead up to 22 again. Trae Young, and that's to Porzingis, and Porzingis has 28. Tyus Jones crossing the half-court line now. As we're nearing the halfway point of the fourth quarter here, the fans, Orlando can feel it right now. Wagner, he'll shoot the three. That's Mo Wagner. That's no good. Dyson Daniels coming down with the rebound. Less than 6 minutes to play. Young will put the shot up. That's good. Trae Young with 19. 98-80. Tyus Jones holding on to it right now. 15 on the shot clock. Tyus Jones feeds it back over to Mo Wagner, back over to Suggs, back to Mo Wagner. 6 on the shot clock. Back over to Banchero. He'll shoot the three. That is not going to fall in. Trae Young with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Dyson Daniels. We got 15 on the shot clock here. Finds it back over to Daniels. Got 10 on the shot clock. Porzingis coming around. He'll put the shot up. That's good. Kristaps Porzingis in back does have 30. 5 minutes to play in the fourth. 16-point lead. Banchero coming around with a slam dunk. He's at 39. And the lead is up to 18 again as the Magic reach the century mark. 100-82. We got Johnson. He'll shoot the three. He'll drain the three. I believe that's 8 for him. We hear the defense chants here. 100-85. Banchero will shoot the three. That's no good. Jalen Johnson coming down with the rebound. Trae Young has it, crossing the half-court line. Young will shoot the three. That is no good. Tyus Jones. Feeds it back over to Banchero. Holding on to this one right now. Carter Jr. feeds it back over to Mo Wagner. He'll shoot the three. He'll drain the three. The lead is up to 18 again. That's Mo Wagner. 7 points for him. He matches his game 6 total. Young tried to drive it, but no. Tyus Jones will come down with the theft there. 8 turnovers in game number 7 here for the Hawks. They only had 4, so they doubled their turnover output here. 3.5 to play. Suggs will shoot the three. That's no good. Porzingis coming down with the rebound. Rishaze has it for the Hawks. Dyson Daniels has it, 15 to shoot. Feeds it back over to Jalen Johnson. Johnson back over to Porzingis. Porzingis thought about the shot for a second, but he'll dish it back over as Rishaze had it for a second. Daniels has it now. Daniels, he'll put the shot up. That is no good. Carter Jr. coming down with the rebound. Tyus Jones has it. So we got 12 on the shot clock. 10 on the shot clock now. Tyus Jones. And he'll feed it back over to Carter Jr. Carter Jr. will shoot the three. That is no good. Mo Wagner coming down with the rebound. That's good. 9 points for Mo Wagner, and the lead is up to 20 again. Is it over to... Is that Daniels? That's no good there. Tyus Jones coming down with the rebound. Suggs has it here. 14 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Carter Jr. Carter Jr. back over to Suggs. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Johnson coming down with the rebound. Jalen Johnson feeds it over to Rishaze. Now Daniels has it here. 14 on the shot clock. Young will shoot the three. That's no good. Banchero coming down with the rebound. Now they can start taking the time off the clock if they want to. Chew down everything here. 10 on the shot clock for the Magic. There's a slam dunk right there. Alley-oop. Wendell Carter Jr. That's 14 for him. The lead is up to 22 again, matching their largest lead. Under 90 seconds to play here in the fourth. Porzingis. Holding on to it right now. 4 on the shot clock. Young. Young will shoot the three. That is no good. Carter Jr. with it. Tyus Jones coming around with it. Feeds it back over to Bain, over to Banchero. Banchero. He'll put the jump shot up. That is no good. Feeds it over to Trae Young, I should say. 14 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Dyson Daniels. Daniels will shoot the three. That is no good. Carter Jr. will get the rebound here. Shot clock's still on, by the way. I think it's like game and shot clock 6 seconds ahead. Banchero. He'll shoot the three just to get the last shot up. No good. Porzingis, shot clock turned off. Will the Hawks try to get extra points, or will they just hold on to it? They're just going to wave the white flag, as that's going to do it here. The Orlando Magic are going to advance. They did not trail 1 second in this game. They defeat the Atlanta Hawks 107-85, and they'll move on to the Eastern Conference Finals to take on the Milwaukee Bucks. They win this series 4-3. And with that, the season comes to an end for the Atlanta Hawks in my season playthrough. This was actually a match I thought would be a great one, but it wasn't. As Paolo Banchero getting the player of the game, no surprise there. But the Magic ran away with this game. We'll be back with the post-game player statistics coming up right after this. For the post-game player statistics brought to you by 2K Sports. And for the final time in the season playthrough, we will look at the Atlanta Hawks here. Kristaps Porzingis led the way with 30.7 rebounds. Trae Young, 19 points, 3 rebounds, 7 assists. Dyson Daniels had 9 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. Jalen Johnson with 8 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist. Onyeka Okongwu, 7 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 7 points and 2 assists. Zachary Rishaze, 4 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Caleb Houston only had 1 free throw he made in the game. Luke Kennard, only no stats in 9 minutes of play. Mohamed Gee, 3 rebounds in 11 minutes of play. Nefale Dante, Asa Newell, Kobe Buffkin, Nikola Jurisic did not play, as well as Vit Krejci did not play for the Atlanta Hawks. And now for the Orlando Magic. Player of the game, Paolo Banchero led the way with 39 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. Wendell Carter Jr., 14.7 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals. Desmond Bane, 12.7 rebounds, 7 assists. Followed by Jalen Suggs with 9 points, 2 rebounds, 7 assists, and a steal. Mo Wagner, 9 points, 3 rebounds. Goga Bitadze, 8 points and 10 rebounds. Followed by Anthony Black with 7 rebounds. 7 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. Tyus Jones, 7 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 2 steals. Jace Richardson actually got into the action, seldomly used. He was able to get 2 points in the game. Franz Wagner, before he left with injury, had 3 assists and 1 steal. The only starter to not score. And then we have Noah Penda, Jonathan Isaac, Jet Howard, Tristan Da Silva did not play for the Orlando Magic. And that will do it for your post-game player statistics for the conference semifinal series. And now we're going to go over the injury reports for the final 4 teams that are still standing here in this NBA playoffs. Start off with the Milwaukee Bucks, who are fully healthy. We're just going to go through these. You see the Hawks no longer in season. And let's see here. Orlando Magic. Let's go back to Orlando. We got Franz Wagner, who says he's out, but he is day-to-day right now. They have the out designation, which probably means we're not going to see him at least for a couple of games. That's for the Dallas Mavericks there. And for the... let's look at the Western Conference team. San Antonio Spurs are still without Dylan Harper. He's out for the season. And Aaron Wiggins out 1 to 2 weeks. Who knows how long? If the Thunder go to the NBA Finals, he could be back by the NBA Finals if they make it that far. And that is your injury report for after the games played, for after the conference semifinal series. And we have 4 teams remaining now. One side will have the Western Conference Finals featuring the Oklahoma City Thunder and the San Antonio Spurs, and luck would have it right now that both of those teams in real life are meeting up in the Western Conference Finals. Question is, will this be 3-1 Oklahoma City, or will we have a 2-2 tie going into Game 5? Because this will actually be up just before the upload time will be just before the start of Game number 5 of the actual series. The actual series, as I mean to say. As you see, the Spurs actually pulled off a 7-game upset against the Clippers and then 5 games against the Lakers to reach this path in my season playthrough. The Thunder swept the Mavericks and then won against Houston in 6 games after losing the first 2 games on their home court. Then we got the Milwaukee Bucks, who didn't make the playoffs in real life with Doc Rivers being fired, subsequently retiring now. They won in 5 against Indiana and swept the Pistons to reach this point. And then, of course, the Magic swept the Bulls and then had a 7-game series victory against the Hawks. And that's how we reached this point. Oklahoma City, San Antonio, and Milwaukee and Orlando, your last 4 teams in. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. Don't forget to comment on this video and hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so, as done so yet, as well as hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out. And there is a link in the description down below to my Cash App if you are able to support this channel financially, as well as where you can follow me on X and Instagram. And with that, I want to remind everybody the final score of the game, the Orlando Magic all over the Atlanta Hawks, 107-85. They advance to the Eastern Conference Finals, as I said, taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. By the way, the Bucks and Magic will be the first series to kick off the Conference Finals series. And with that, I am Vinny from vdubproductions, and I am signing off.